So here we are back in the beautiful Swiss town of Locarno for the festival. I'm Peter Bradshaw of The Guardian, and incidentally, please subscribe and leave a comment. So here it is, the third, but incredibly perhaps not the final movie episode in the most bizarre art house franchise in film history. It's Abdelatif Keshish's MEKTOUB, My Love, CANTO 2, and for its sheer melodramatic craziness, it commands some level of attention. So, as they used to say before TV drama serials and soaps, previously on MEKTOUB, My Love. In 2017, we saw the first MEKTOUB, My Love film from Abdelatif Keshish, who had won the Cannes Palme d'Or for his earlier work, Blue is the Warmest Colour, but famously required to share this award with his two acting leads, Adèle Exarchopoulos and Léa Seydoux, and subject to some criticism for his reputed exploitative attitude. This first film, called MEKTOUB, My Love, CANTO 1, turned out to be an epic, erotic summer romance set in the early 90s about a guy called Amin, played by Shane Boumediene, who comes back from Paris to his hometown of Sète in the south of France, having abandoned his medical studies to follow his dream of being a screenwriter. And then he finds himself immersed in his friend's complicated intrigues. Ophélie, played by Ophélie Bao, is engaged to a guy away doing military service, but having an affair with Amin's cousin Tony, played by Salem Keshush. But the follow-up film, MEKTOUB, My Love, Intermezzo, from 2019, was simply one of the most gobsmackingly weird films ever shown at the Cannes Film Festival. A 212-minute feature featuring a mind-bending, continuous 3-hour sequence set over one evening in a nightclub. The movie showed more of Keshish's new softcore sex enthusiasms and female buttock obsession. Was this experimentalism deliberate? Was Keshish, like Valerian Borovchik before him, a serious director pivoting to art house erotica for good? Aghast audiences even wondered if they were witnessing his midlife male menopausal breakdown in real time. Now the third film is here, and, well, it's shorter at just 2¼ hours, and the explicit sex only comes at the very end. As with the previous films, the most serious personal problems seem to coexist with a dreamily laid-back attitude in the way the actors are directed. But then there is a staggering finale, which had the Locarno audience gasp and splutter with incredulous shock. The situation now is that big-shot American Hollywood producer Jack, played by Andre Jacobs, has improbably come to town with his poutingly discontented young TV star wife Jessica, played by newcomer Jessica Pennington. He incidentally claims that Jessica tried out for the taxi driver role that went to Jodie Foster, and it's not clear if this transparent untruth, Pennington and Foster are patently not the same generation, is deliberate. The couple show up at Tony's family restaurant, demanding service, and Amin and Tony wind up delivering couscous to their luxury villa. Amin shows Jack his new screenplay, which Jack apparently loves, and Tony does a lot of very dangerous flirting with Jessica. The scene is set for a monumental farcical meltdown.
Regarde la piscine. Jessica, elle est là. Tu l'as déjà vu, non? Non. C'est une bombe atomique. Jessica! Elle est bonne?
Elle est bonne.
Oh, je vais venir avec toi. I have the couscous for you.
The couscous?
Oui. Hey Tony, bienvenue. Voilà mon cousin.
Hello,
Hi.
the fameux Amin.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Huh?
Thank you so much for coming. Yes, terrific. Where's Jess?
Jack. Yeah. Attention, j'ai gagné.
And where on earth are we going with this, given that the last shot of Amin running appears to leave the way open for yet another baffling episode of MEKTOUB, My Love? Is it supposed to be a soap opera, like the one that's made Jessica famous on screen? Could this be a surreal film project that will continue to evolve on an almost improvisational basis? Maybe so. The English experimentalist Ben Rivers comes to Locarno with Mare's Nest, another challenging, intriguing cine-poem, this on the nature of existence and the end of the world. Opaque, but with flashes of strange brilliance. An adaptation, in fact, of The Word for Snow, a one-act stage play by Don DeLillo from 2007, which reflected on the climate crisis. A child called Moon, played by Moon Guo Parker, wanders around a world entirely peopled by other children, except for one eerie monochrome sequence in which Moon sees adult figures in some kind of underground tunnel, various groups frozen in attitudes of dismay, like the citizenry of Pompeii. In the course of her travels, bookended by clambering out of a crashed car and then finally climbing into a car and driving happily off, Moon has dreamlike encounters with these children who speak with the tongues of adult prophets and exchanges pungent, often memorable micro-insights or haikus or aperçus about the nature of humanity in this post-apocalyptic world. The word for snow will be the snow, says one, evidently foreseeing a time when language itself will be scorched away by some cosmic fatality. The scenario is, in fact, not entirely unlike the super-rich Wall Street trader cruising around the Manhattan streets in his stretch limo in Don DeLillo's novella Cosmopolis, exchanging gnomic dialogue with all the people in his life, filmed by David Cronenberg with Robert Pattinson. Moon meets three weird child sisters, like something from Shakespeare, then a child scholar whose words are interpreted by a child translator. She is then met by various other infant devils, or angels, or lost souls, and there is a scene in which a minotaur roams a maze, filmed in the rather amazing Lithica Labyrinth in Menorca, a colossal stone land artwork inspired by the minotaur. At one stage, Rivers' camera locates a gravestone with a single handprint, as if humanity has found a primitive, wordless way of commemorating its own demise. It's like a slow-mo Lord of the Flies without the violence, in a style in fact not far from Pasolini's ancient Greek dramas, and its uncanny quality creeps up on you, even or especially the dialogue put in the mouths of the children, which, although occasionally stilted, has its own unearthly, somnambulist ring, as if an alien intelligence is ventriloquizing its views through these innocents, if innocence is precisely the word. Is all this a mare's nest in the sense of being something transmitting an illusory or misleading significance? Rivers has an ancient mariner confidence in his enigmatic address to the audience. And that's it from me from Locarno. Thanks so much, as ever, for your comments. Please give this vlog a like and a share. Please subscribe and leave a comment. And please, buy my book, a collection of short fiction called The Body in the Mobile Library and Other Stories. Details given below. You won't regret it. See you next time.